I'm so excited to be here. My name is Fiona DeBell, FionaDeBell.com. So what I've done, I took my girly pillowcase, and the really important thing that you need to have to hand is just a little bit of cardboard. This could be a cereal box, it could be just a shoe box, it could be something you had that came from Amazon, doesn't matter. I have now picked up my lovely napkin, and the next thing I need to do is I need to just separate it. So this is actually going to look like it's going to come away quite easily. The more ink that there is on a napkin, the harder it is to separate, so you have to be a little bit careful about pulling away the tissue. And then what I am going to do is I am just going to fold this back like this. I'm going to open my decoupage and transfer gel. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be very, very generous. I'm not using a special brush here, and it doesn't matter if I go over the edge where I'm actually planning to paste this. And you could do this with a sponge roller, you could do this with a sponge brush, you could do this just with the brush like I'm doing right now, and it doesn't matter too much. You can be pretty generous. It really doesn't matter. You're not worrying about lines or which direction you're going in, and this will just stick beautifully. And I'm being quite generous. I want to make sure that I've got enough on here. There we go. I'm hoping we're about centered now, and I'm literally just going to drop it straight down. So, and I'm not going to touch that. The next thing I'm going to do, I've got my tissue paper. What I'm actually going to do with this, I'm going to take some of my gel and I'm just going to randomly put it on top. So, now I've painted my decoupage gel on this side, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to literally turn it over and just drop it on top there. Now, if I wanted to, I could just smooth it out with my fingers. However, my favourite trick, and this is one that I do all the time, I will take some more kitchen wrap, and then what I like to do is ball it up so I've got a nice smooth end. Now, because no matter how smooth your fingers are, they're still never going to be quite as smooth as this. And what I will do, I will put some decoupage gel just on top here, and the reason for that is purely and simply so that I can smooth it out. Now what I'm going to do, see if I didn't have that, see how it sticks, but with the gel it just moves smoothly. So I'm actually going to go from the inside, from the centre, all the way to the edge. And don't worry if some of the gel seems to be seeping out over the edge. And I can see here, for example, that I haven't quite got all the way to the side with my gel when I painted it on there. So I'm just going to pop a bit down. And here we go, I'll smooth it out. And what I'm doing here is I'm being quite firm. Look at that, so you can see again, I haven't quite got all the way to the edge here, so that's fine. All I need to do is pop a little bit more on there. I don't need to be too careful, don't need to be too precise. I'm going to just roll this off here, you can see, so I'm not pulling it up, just rolling it very gently. Just going to hold that up for a second. How pretty is that going to look once it's done? It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So the next step that you will take on this is you will take your Fusion Mineral Paint Tough Coat. Now, this is amazing. The Tough Coat, you simply paint directly on top of the napkin. And it's great. I'm even going to do it, even though this is already in here. So this is what it feels like to start with. So I'm going to put my Tough Coat on top, and I'm just going to paint this on with, again, an old brush. And it doesn't make any difference to the look of the napkin. It just allows you to have that extra layer of protection, and it's nice, it's completely wipeable, it won't crack. And again, if you've ever painted fabric, if you've painted upholstery, then what you can do with this is actually use this as your final layer. You can use wax or you can use this, and it's great. We will see you again soon. I'm Fiona DeBell. You can find me at FionaDeBell.com. It's been lovely. Thanks very much. Bye.